Hello, Who Day Nation. You're watching Who Day Network. I'm Carson.
I'm Parker.
So we're going to be doing some mock drafts.
Yeah, so he's going to do one, and then I'm going to do one, then we're both going to do one, preferably taking a different person in the first round each time, and then it should just switch up after that.
Yep. So we'll get into it, and before we get into it, looks like the Bengals are going to be hiring their new defensive coordinator.
Maybe.
Al Golden. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it was good for Notre Dame. They're supposed to be interviewing him, or they already interviewed him, so hopefully a decision will be made today or tomorrow.
Yeah. I hope he turns out.
Not for sure going to be him, but it's looking like it's going to be him.
Yeah.
So just some news there. All right. So we got the first draft here.
Yeah. These are mock draft websites, so it wasn't like we just chose who wanted to form. The computer calculated the whole thing.
Okay. So we're going to go Will Campbell falling at number 1.
I'm shocked he falls to 17, but
I mean, hey,
if he's there, I would take him.
if he does, because it's like if he's versatile enough to play guard, because we really don't need a tackle.
No, not
honestly.
really.
If he can play guard,
he
though.
can fill in for people.
That's fine with me because
so
our guards aren't great.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll go. He goes. We got Xavier Watts in a second.
I'm fine with that.
I feel like that's solid. We need a safety, anyways.
Yeah, and I like Xavier Watts.
So we'll go with Xavier Watts. I mean, coming from Notre Dame, coming from probably the best defense in college football, at least top 3, I would say.
He was up there.
I feel like that's probably the reason.
And I mean, you bring in Al Golden, and you can also bring in Xavier Watts.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. So that's fine.
So maybe we'll look at the D line. Got from Clemson. We got Omar Norman Lott.
Tennessee.
Profile's looking good. Is he from? Or he's from Tennessee.
Yeah.
I feel like that's solid. We need we need D line anyways.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of the biggest areas. So so we've got O line, safety, D line. Okay. Ooh, Scatabo falling.
I like Scatabo. I
feel like that's solid because I don't think running back's a need, but I think if you can get someone like him, I feel like there's him and maybe like 1 or 2 other guys. There's not very many guys who I feel like pair perfectly with Chase Brown.
But I feel like he's like the exact opposite of Chase Brown.
Yeah.
So I think that could work.
I think that's a solid
pretty
pick
well
there.
if he falls to 4th round.
Okay. We got our last 2 picks. I don't know what we're thinking here. Jimmy Caldwell. I feel like I've heard of him before. I don't think it would hurt to take another D tackle, to be honest. We'll just go with that. I don't think it's going to hurt because I think D tackle is going to be something that it's going to be interchangeable. And I mean, they were kind of odd. This year
you got
what they were
Chris
doing.
Jenkins and McKinley Jackson, who didn't play bad at all last year, but it's not going to hurt.
Getting
to
a
have
couple
more
extra guys.
I mean, you get rid of Sheldon Rankins. I'm not sure how much longer BJ Hill is going to be. I mean, he's getting older and he's slowing down. As much as I like BJ Hill, I think you plan for the future there, and I don't mind that pick at all.
Okay, the last pick. There's really nobody here. And we got Seth McLaughlin.
Who All-American center this year.
That's probably about the best option because if we can get him, because really, realistically, if we're thinking about it, if we draft Will Campbell, if we can get him to play guard, we can get McLaughlin to play the other guard, or just provide some competition. Maybe Matt Lee will play the other guard spot.
He could, yeah.
Because I mean, really,
know. I mean, and Ted Karras is aging.
He is.
You don't know how much.
And you'll have
longer
that means you'll
last.
have two solid centers there, to where one of them could take the spot.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like that's a solid pick. So
yeah.
Overall draft, for my first draft, we've got Will Campbell getting drafted first. Then we got Xavier Watts, Omar Norman Lott, Cam Scatabo, Jeremy Caldwell, and Seth McLaughlin rounding out there. So, all right. And I guess we can do yours.
Yeah, we'll do mine real quick.
I feel like we're looking solid. I would probably prefer defense in the first round. But from the way that one fell, he was really the only. He wasn't the only player. Fine. He was the best player there available because the other defensive players.
He's
were
not going to fall to
like,
17 in too many mock drafts.
Yeah.
So mine, looking through it, Nick Scourton. I don't know how you say it. He fell somehow. He's supposed to go like top 10, top 15 max.
I feel like another edge would be solid too because I mean, Miles Murphy started to play better, so it's like you have those 2 guys on the outside, but you add an extra guy.
Yeah,
I feel like that's definitely good, and edges rotate a lot too. So
yeah, they do. No, I'm perfectly fine with that. Second round, Nick Imenwari. I don't exactly know how you say it, but he is massive for a safety.
Oh yeah, that was a dude. It's like he's like 6'4" or something.
He's like 6'3", and he's huge for a safety. He's also young.
Safety, yeah.
20 in the NFL draft is pretty crazy. So I think second round, that's not bad, especially.
Definitely
you need safeties as bad as the Bengals do. I like that a lot there. Third round, looking through it, I don't mind Denzel Burke. Mm-hmm. Denzel Burke played pretty well all year, so I'll probably just take him there. I don't mind that at all. He had some off games, but I think when he comes through, really comes through. He can play press. I mean, that's what Ohio State runs like half the time. Is just press.
I know that
and he's physical.
Al Golden, they ran man coverage like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Notre Dame was always running man coverage.
Yeah.
So it's like
Ohio State runs a lot of press, and that's just because Denzel Burke, he's physical, he's big, he can hit. So that's fine. Fourth round, I wish Scatabo was here again because I would 100% take him again. But looking at it, I don't really like many people on the board. Mm-hmm. And I'm fine going running back again. And I like Dylan Sampson, SEC Offensive Player of the Year this year. I don't mind anything.
Best player available. I mean, for the fit.
Yeah, this probably isn't going to like it very much. But, I mean, he's pretty far down on the rankings as far as this pick goes. But I like Dylan Sampson a lot. Mm-hmm. And I think having another running back with Chase Brown isn't going to hurt a thing. After this, I don't know too many of the people, but I've heard the name Smail Mondon Jr. before. Linebacker out of Georgia. And you get into the 5th, 6th, and 7th round, it's going to be hard to know anybody.
But I mean, coming from a good program.
Yeah, I mean, coming from Georgia, you can't not take him there. And then I really don't know anybody here, but Jordan Phillips is the top guy. He plays D-line, and I don't have any D tackles yet. Yeah. So I think that
you're going to have to fill a position at some point.
Yeah, perfectly. Yeah. So I got, in mine, just me struggling to say names the whole time. Nick Scorton, Nick Imenwari, Denzel Burke, Dylan Sampson, Smail Mondon Jr., and Jordan Phillips.
Okay. So that was, who's your first round pick again?
Nick Scorton.
Oh, Nick Scorton, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was defense in the first round.
Yeah, finally, it was.
Which I would love to stick to more.
Yeah.
But it's just like, if Will Campbell's falling, I feel like that's definitely a solid pick there. I mean.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because that's the best quality player available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. You want to?
So this is we'll both do this draft.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Start the draft. All right, coming through. Defensive players available. So we could go Malachi Starks here.
I like Malachi Starks.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of the same thing I just said. I mean, you took Xavier Watts on the first one. I took a safety second round on mine. So
I feel like we can get, because we do have James Pierce Jr. here, but I feel like if you go Malachi Starks, we might be able to get, because I feel like there might be more higher caliber D ends around our pick.
No, you can get, there are definitely some edge guys. I
do like James Pierce Jr., but I think,
I'm fine with Malachi Starks. I
think we go Malachi Starks.
A really solid safety, really
for sure.
bad.
And if you get Al Golden, Notre Dame guy right there. Or wait, no, he's from Georgia. He's from Georgia. I was thinking of Xavier Watts. Yeah, Malachi Starks from Georgia. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we give D ends. So we got Jack Sawyer there.
Yeah,
that's a solid pick right there.
That's so hard. I mean,
that's perfect. That's perfect. Right that worked so perfectly.
Perfectly. I think he's literally Sam Hubbard Jr.
Yeah,
like he's from Ohio.
Let's not forget Sam Hubbard had some good years.
Yeah,
let's not forget those
years.
I
think if you have to let Sam Hubbard walk, which I think has to happen, I don't have a problem picking Jack Sawyer here. He had a great 100%. Year. I'm honestly surprised he falls to that pick.
All right, Jack Sawyer, and then we go defense again based on the rankings. I mean, it's like
I mean, I'm fine just taking so much defense here.
Yeah.
Because the defense is really what needs. And I mean, if you're going to bring Al Golden in, you might as well get him some guys to
work with.
Yeah. Because Lou last year did not have a lot of guys to work with.
I know.
And I think a lot of that was his system.
Should we go corner?
He also didn't have much work with. I'm fine going corner.
Who, Darian Porter?
Yeah. I mean, he's really tall, isn't he?
He's from
Iowa State.
Yeah, Iowa State.
He's like 6'4". 6'4", 200.
I mean, you can't turn that down on a corner. There's not many corners who got that kind of size.
He's 24, but I think for third round pick, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
He's got size.
I mean, you gotta.
They need-
The Bengals don't have a lot of size from corner.
Not really.
Really.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah,
what's it gonna hurt
we'll
to go
take
get a
that
6'4"
for sure.
pretty highly scouted corner?
Okay, now this gets to the point to where there's not a lot. We've got
Yeah.
safeties and corners again, but I don't think we need that.
Lathan Ransom's really good, but you already have Malachi Starks, so it's
Yeah.
like Lathan Ransom would
It's
be
like
great.
you take another safety.
Lathan Ransom would be great here if you didn't.
If we
already
didn't take Malachi Starks, if we would have went like James Pierce,
Yeah.
and just doubled up at edge, which wouldn't have been bad either. Really, honestly, that wouldn't have been bad. If you got James or Jack Sawyer and James Pierce Jr.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't
you just
know.
throw in even more, but they don't need that. I think.
Or I mean, you could also have gone James Pierce first round and then got Xavier Watts or
If he was there, yeah.
even Wari, and then stacked Lathan
remember if he
Ransom
was
on top
there,
of that. But I don't know if
I don't know. The only position we really need is D tackle at this point, because I mean we just have safeties and corners,
yeah,
and then
and an edge. So D tackle's fine.
so we
Except
got
it's hard
Capehart out of Clemson
It's hard to judge D tackles
because their stats because they just I mean it's creating pressure,
They're all the
taking
same
up space,
size, and they don't put up a whole lot of stats.
yeah,
so it's
unless
like-
they're just getting like crazy sack numbers somehow,
but most of them aren't.
yeah, we'll just go with him. I mean because we need a
What's
D
his name?
tackle. Demonte Capehart from Clemson. We need a
That's
tackle,
fine.
so
That's fine.
Okay, then we get into so offensive. That's what we need is interior offensive line. We have not taken any offensive players so far.
Okay.
So we've got Dylan Fairchild here.
He goes
Got
Georgia,
a
right?
couple more.
Dylan Fairchild is from Georgia, correct?
Yeah, we've got a couple more
He's pretty solid. I'm pretty
linemen,
sure.
but that's probably the best option available.
Yeah, if you wanted to go there, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Because we're gonna need somebody to fill up the guard spot.
Yeah.
So we'll rock with that. We could go another offensive lineman, or we could go running back
I
here.
like running back. I think I would not mind them at all drafting a running back. You drafted a running back in yours. I drafted one in mine.
Yeah,
It's just who's there.
So running back, Khalil Mullins.
Mullings is pretty good.
Mullings. That's probably out of
I mean,
Michigan.
there's other guys there, but I would not have a problem with that. He had a really solid year. Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
Just rock with that. So
if you wanted to go there, that's fine.
that's fine because I would say running back's probably the best pick there because defense we've already decked out.
Defense
it
you
would be
already
interior
got
offensive line or running
so
back.
much. Yeah,
because there's
and
not
you
going to be a
already-
lot of guards tackles that are going to be able to play guard at this point. In the
Yeah,
draft.
no, not really.
Okay, so final for the one we did together is Malachi Starks at 1. Then we got Jack Sawyer, Darian Porter, Capehart, Fairchild, and Mullings. I think honestly, I like this one the most from the first 2 picks.
Yeah.
Starks and Sawyer, and then if we could just in the 3rd pick, I don't think Darian Porter's fine there, but I think 4th, if we could get instead of getting Capehart there, if we could have got Scatabo,
Yeah,
I think those first 3 picks are probably the best out of any of our drafts. But then you get Scatabo there, that'd be perfect, and then Fairchild's
Yeah.
solid there still. And then, for our last pick, we
Yeah.
could have got Seth McLaughlin.
Yeah.
I feel like we could have just changed a couple there. That would have worked perfectly.
Yeah.
But I would say overall, they're all pretty solid. And I think if we could have just a couple more, it'd be the perfect route. But obviously, the Bengals are going to do something completely different.
Yeah.
Who knows? They may pick a couple of those guys that we picked.
you never know.
Who's the first or second rounders? But yeah, obviously defense is the biggest need. I'd say interior offensive line is a big need.
Yeah,
and then running back if you
pretty
can.
much it. Yeah, I don't feel the need to go get a tight end unless you get late and someone really
And somebody
good
falls. Like if we're going and Fannin falls to round
3rd
5
round.
somehow.
He's
He's
not
been
gonna fall
going
to 5.
like late 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah.
On average. So if he falls to mid 4th or something,
Then-
their pick is probably in the mid 4th.
Yeah.
If he falls to
So
that
that-
4th
that
round
would be
pick, that's
fine.
not terrible.
But-
it's just you've got so many tight ends. I
Yeah.
feel like unless you don't get signed Gesicki again, but I don't
Yeah.
know why they wouldn't.
I don't see why
you
not.
might as well re-sign Gesicki. He wants to come back. I don't think you're going to have to pay him that much, and he played really
Doubt it.
well.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have a problem with not drafting a tight end. But again, if someone
somebody
falls.
falls
quite a bit, like a Gunnar Helm or
Yeah.
somebody like that falls, I
mean, if
would
Tyler
not have
Warren-
a problem with that.
Falls to way late. He falls to our 3rd round pick.
That is not happening.
Do we
He
go
won't
there?
fall. He might not fall to the 1st round pick.
I don't know.
A lot of people
tight ends
have-
a lot of times go late.
Yeah,
though.
a lot of people having the Colts taking Tyler Warren before the Bengals.
I don't know how some people think Colts and Loveland would be going higher, which I'm be honest, I haven't seen many Michigan games, so I guess I don't know a ton about them. But it's just from seeing Tyler Warren, it's I don't know.
Tyler Warren is
Even Harold Fannin.
stud.
That dude's a dog too.
Yeah.
I feel like those are the two top tight ends. But then again, like I said, I don't know a lot about Colson Loveland. So
from what I know, he was great last year. Like he was incredible last year. Maybe. And they also struggled.
Maybe that's why.
They also had a pretty big QB problem this year. That's true. So it's hard.
That's probably why I haven't heard about him much this year. But
so, I don't know. Who knows?
I guess we'll see. But as long as whatever happens, as long as the Bengals don't do something stupid, and take a wide receiver in round 1, which God. Even if they don't keep T around, we don't need a wide receiver in round 1. Like, no, please. Or they'll take like freaking Ashton Genty. Or they'll take a tackle that can't play guard, and it's like, bro.
No, they need to either settle down, and they need to just focus on defense.
Literally, mainly. Unless you take an offensive guard, because I do think they need an offensive guard at some point.
Like if Donovan Jackson's there in the second round, I would take him 100%. He can play tackle.
Unless they go and sign a guard. Like I've heard Will Fry's name being thrown around from the Colts. Okay. If they go and sign him, okay, I think if they sign one guard, that's fine, because that at least fixes the problem. As long as he's going to be good enough. It at least fixes the problem for one of the spots. Then you cut Kappa, and then you have Volson and Matt Lee, because Matt Lee can play guard too. You get them just figured out. One of you guys got to play good, and we got to throw you in there. And if not, then they're going to have to draft somebody or bring in somebody else. Because it's like, you got to at least fill one of the spots there.
Yeah, 100%.
At least make it to where we only have one weak point. You know what I'm saying? So then you can focus to helping that guy.
Yeah.
But,
so
I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll see. But I don't know anything else we need to cover.
Not really. Not really at all.
I don't know. That's our mock draft. We may do another one at some point.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Post-combine. Because post-combine, the rankings will change a lot. There will be some guys that... I don't know what the combine is. You'll have to look that up, because I won't be able to...
4 weeks from now. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But, yeah. Because, combine will. Definitely for athleticism and stuff like that. There's going to be somebody, like, flag up the rankings, like the... Edge from Georgia. He'll probably be going to the top 5, whatever his name is.
Oh, Micah Williams.
Dude,
he's huge, but I don't know. It is.
Maybe he will. Maybe his athleticism
Thursday
scores.
the 27th to Sunday the 2nd.
Thursday the 27th of February. I was going to say.
To Sunday, March 2nd.
Okay, so about a month from now. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll change a lot, because they'll realize, this receiver's so fast, this guy's strong. It'll change
Williams
a whole bunch.
Is so fast. So. He ran a 4.540.
Yeah, sure. More like a 5.540.
We'll see.
No, but
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. If we don't, we'll see if we get any videos in before then. But if not, then we'll try to do one after combine. For mock draft. But Thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
That was our mock draft, and we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.
Peace.